What's going on, YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome back to episode number 24 of our cleanup crew scenario. So I did a little bit of work off camera. Oh wow, we have a fire happening here. And another one here. I did a little bit of work off camera. I want to show you guys what I did. I went ahead and I created another low density residential neighborhood, and that's going to be located right over here. I filled in the area here with trees because that's not somewhere where we're going to build anything. I added a little bit more farming, not necessarily any roads, just zoned some more farming over here to help with that job demand, of course. And it's a cleanup crew scenario, so I went ahead and I replaced all of the polluting sewage output pipes with the eco-friendly water solution thingies. So these ones right here. Oh, treatment plants, eco water treatment plants. So these guys don't have much, if any, pollution. Actually, zero pollution. They only cause noise pollution. Whereas before, we had these ones right here, and they did have, well, they seemed to create some pollution. So went ahead and got rid of those. Hopefully, the water here will now clear up completely. And I think we should be good to go. So for this episode, what I thought we would do is hopefully we can get to and reach the 75,000 population goal, and then prepare for what we're gonna do to end out the series. So Beechwood Square, this whole district, I did when I went ahead and I extended it all the way out to here. So let's zone this area. I want to say we'll start right over here so we can transfer power, because I have a park here and a plaza here. I think that should be good enough to whoever starts building right in there. We are going to put the game on 3-speed. We're sitting at 73,500 population. I noticed some yeah, we may or may not be having another death wave. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look and see how many dead bodies we have. We have 200. Oh, that looks like 205 now. Deceased bodies in the city. So hopefully that number will go down and the population will start going up. A couple of things that I wanted to do as well is kind of focus a little bit more over here on the Briarwood Brook, the national park that we built, complemented really well over here with the blimps. Keep wanting to call them hot air balloons for whatever reason. But also take a look at our weekly income. Since we got rid of all of those water treatment, I forget what they're even called, or garbage collectors. Yeah. Our weekly income went up considerably. I think we had like 15 of those hanging out there, and they were costing a lot of money. So I played around off camera and looked into possibly putting in a creek going from up here to down here, and kind of sort of maybe ending over here. I had it built. I didn't quite like it, but I'm gonna go ahead and we'll try it again, because I think we can make it work. So let's break out our terrain tool. We're gonna go. I think that's about good enough right there. So we're gonna have to create kind of like a little lake area up top to where all the water is gonna collect. So something like this, and it's gonna run out of this lake, and it's gonna run down kind of like the hill here. So I nearly want to do like a slope to make it a little bit easier for us. So let's start with the slope. We'll slope from down below to right up there. think that should be okay. We can also tweak the river a little bit, or not river, the creek. Gonna have a little bit of water, maybe collect right in there. Some water, maybe collect right in there. Same thing over here. We can put in some rocks and whatnot as well. And then over here, in order for this to work and be hopefully a longer term solution without having to put in a water pumping station, is we're gonna have to make a big old hole over here so all the water can accumulate there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go about that far down. We're gonna select that height and we're gonna even out the area. So something like this. And now, of course, we do have too much soil, but we can dump some of that soil over here. So that is going to cost us some serious cash, which is a-okay. Let's select that height right there, and we'll kind of just make a mountain-looking thing right about there. Actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. We're gonna fill it up with some trees and whatnot, and yeah, let's do that. So we got rid of some soil, actually. Let's see what that's gonna look like. I'm gonna go ahead and put the water outlet right up here. I'm gonna end up raising the terrain here just a tad, so we can actually have some water accumulate in here, and then start running out of the little lake. So we have a power source up here that's provided by the windmills. We're gonna grab one of these, the fresh water outlet. We can we hook it up to this? No, that's facing the wrong way. We'll put it right there. There we go, connection right there. So it should have power, should start flowing here pretty quickly. And let's take a look and see. Nobody's developed anything over here just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a park right over here, and hopefully that'll incentivize them to start building. Let's grab one of these large playgrounds, and we can put it right there. It's gonna scream for not enough power, or no power connection until everybody moves in. Here we're having a little bit of a shortage of workers. And that will, of course, come once we get more folks moved into the city. Our deceased in the city are still kind of hanging around that 200 mark. And I do have the game on 3-speed. Let's check it out up here. So this is kind of what I had in mind. While that's doing its thing, before we go and put in some rocks. Let's make like a little campsite over here by the creek. Wonder if that's gonna work. I can put in a. I love how these ones just light up on fire. It's really cool. Can put in a couple of those in there. Something like that. Maybe we can even have one all the way down here, and I think one would fit well there. And then I don't want it to be like an actual open space. So what we'll do is we'll put in a couple of trees. Just something like that, and then maybe kind of seclude the area there, like so. And then I think we could use a couple of rocks over here too. So let's see if that will work. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the water too much. Then we can use a couple of these bigger ones and put one there. We can even come down here and put one there like so. So I think that should be okay right there. You know, doing it piece by piece as opposed to mass producing. So that should be good. The blimps are doing okay. Not a whole lot of people using them. This area is kind of far, so I do understand that, you know, it's probably going to take some energy to get up all the way to the hill and then come up and visit the park itself. But if you really want to, you can do it. And this is what I was talking about over here. So this area is going to accumulate with a whole lot of water. And then down here, what we can do, let's see. Can we fit a rock here? What about one of these larger ones, like a rock formation up here? Something like that. That's not gonna, well, that'll work. And then maybe another one right in there. There we go. That should be just a-okay. Let's see what it looks like once the water actually fills up. But this is what I had in mind, kind of like a little water flow, creek, whatever you want to call it, coming down the little hill. And we finally have a little bit more demand for residential. So let's go ahead and zone. Again, the goal is going to be to pretty much finish out the scenario objectives in this episode. Maybe for the next couple of episodes, we'll focus on any other things that we might need to address before we finish out the scenario. So we'll do that there. You know what? Now that I think about it, we can extend this road. To come out to about there. We're going to make a separate district here. Just like so. So only along the side of Cozy Hills, alongside of this road over here, we're going to have a little bit of high density European residential buildings to kind of help boost that population growth. So let's see. I'm going to click on the district. I'm going to select European. And now we can zone high density European buildings. So we'll do just about that much right in there. I am going to put some commercial over here on this corner. Just a little bit, not too much. And then we're going to put in a pathway. There we go. So something like that. We are going to need to figure out how to transfer power up this way, and I think we can do that by putting in a little park. Let's say, oh, you know what? We could use one of those larger fire stations over here, because I don't think this area has. Yeah, it doesn't have much fire coverage, if any. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put in a fire station right there. Hopefully that'll transfer power from this side to this side. Let's see if that worked. It did. Beautiful. So we'll leave it just like that. This area over here should come in pretty nicely. There we go, and also this square right here. For fun, we can zone the little corners over here with commercial, and we'll see what happens. So 73.9 on population. We're about 1,000 population away from reaching our final scenario. Let's look into our our objectives one more time. So average health, average citizen health over 85, and we're good. I think we're at like 90%. I'll take a second look. Average drinking water pollution under 1%. So we actually fixed this in the very first episode of the series, and then the thing that we've been working towards this whole time is that growth to 75,000 population. So looking at health, we are at healthcare. There we go, 93%. So we're way above the necessary goal per se, and we should stay there. I think one of my favorite things that I built in this city is this amusement park over here. It looks really cool. You have the London Eye, you have the little ferries coming over here, bringing a couple of folks here and there, and then you have this just awesome amusement park. No wonder it's 5 stars already. So we are at 74,000 population. We do need some more jobs, and we can provide more jobs up here by zoning the outskirts with offices. So we'll do that right there for now. Actually, let's just go ahead and complete it out just like so, and hope for that demand to go down a little bit. Our creek is doing good. What we can do is we can utilize the wait a minute, those are small trees. There we go, the bigger ones. So we'll utilize these trees coming down the pathway, kind of merge with these ones over here. Maybe a couple over here on this side as well. I do want it kind of heavy on this side of the creek. And 2 about there. Now I mentioned we're also gonna cover up this whole mountain here with trees, so let's do that. There we go, that should be okay for now. And we do have some more commercial demand. I was thinking about maybe making a small little block of commercial right here. However, this is one of the bigger intersections. I don't want it to be congested with too much traffic. So maybe we can make another block of commercial somewhere alongside here, or even better, we can continue it out in this way. So let's fix up this road. We'll make it join a little bit nice, and in a little bit of a nicer way up here with this road, and that was the 6-lane road. So something like that should be just okay. I'm gonna put in a branch off of this road, and we're gonna do that and connect right there. And then we're gonna make sure that we turn off the traffic lights there, and that's already done. Hey, I don't want traffic lights there. There we go. So we'll zone out the rest of this with some high density commercial this time. And I'm pretty sure we already have water up here. But if not, we'll check. Yeah, we do. All good to go there. And 74.2 on the population. And then we can zone a little bit more residential over here. There we go. Our European corner is coming along pretty well. I'm gonna give these folks a nice little park over here, or hey, even better, a plaza, and we're gonna use the Paradox Plaza. By the way, I don't know if you guys have taken a look at the main menu in game or not. To get this Paradox Plaza, if you don't have it, all you have to do is create a Paradox account and link your email to it and sign in once you open up the game, and you'll get the Paradox Plaza, which is kind of cool actually. I really do like it, especially when you put it on a flat surface. It looks really nice. Combining like 4 of them in their individual direction looks really cool. Gonna make like a big square park. Before we had park life, that's what I used to do in my cities, is get creative. See, I'm looking for pockets where we can add more commercial. Thinking over here might be a good idea. Well, no one says we can't put a little shop there. There. This area here is kind of lonely. Could use some commercial there. This corner here as well. Oh, why not? There we go. Let's just put the whole thing in there. Pretty cool to see that the water has actually cleaned up over here. So even though, if you take a look over here, that's one of the reasons why I use these ones. It says it's an eco water outlet, right? And it produces 0 pollution. Well, as we all saw, that wasn't true. It was still producing pollution. Or was I using these ones? I'm gonna do a test just to see if what I am talking about is actually true. I'm gonna put this one common. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you'll fit there just fine. We'll connect it up. We'll come back later, maybe even next episode, and check out and see what happens with that one. Curious to see how many visitors we have. 4. Oh, we're almost at the next level of the park, level 2. So we have about 400 and some people currently. Still at that 74,200 population. It's not wanting to grow too quick for us. Of course, not when we need it. When we don't want it, it explodes. Maybe if we incentivize these folks with some more jobs, maybe they will actually come and move into the city. So let's add some more offices for all of those smart cookies that want to work up here. I'd imagine that would suck, that if somebody was to show up for one of these office jobs coming from the farming industry and whatnot, and them not having an education over here, it would suck being refused employment, even if it was one of the only jobs left. Over here, we're gonna fill it in with some more trees, because I don't quite like this area being just blank. There we go, something like that should be a-okay. Oh, park level up. We'll check that out here in a moment. Let's continue on with our tree adventure, and we'll fill in this area up here as well. And I don't think that we're going to be buying any more tiles in this particular city. So the dream that I had of buying this tile and making a highway connection out down that way, I think we're going to put that one to rest. I think we might be in trouble. 74.3 on population, and there's a whole lot of death care icons popping up. So I think we might be losing population now, which would which would really suck. But let's keep it going. Let's zone out the rest of this with offices. So right up until not in there. I don't want that small little building. We can come over here and do the same thing, except that. And we'll do that right there. We can do the same thing alongside over here. There we go. And we do have a little bit of a demand for residential already. So we're going to satisfy that demand too. I am going to have to put in some parks over here in this area. So let's do that. Let's put in we'll put in like a large playground over here or something. Well, how about a basketball court? Again, we're not going to be putting in any schools in this area. We want these folks to stay uneducated so they can work in our farming and forestry industries. Parks wise, we could use another basketball court there. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's use a tennis court over here. There we go. Oh, yeah, these guys are going to need something as well. We'll put one there. I'm okay with that. I am a-okay with that. And yeah, our population is going down. We're losing about 70 people per week now. And deceased in the city has gone up by about 50. So we may not end up reaching our 75,000 population goal in this episode. But you know what? That's okay. We have the next episode. We cleaned up the water. We built a creek coming down in our national park. We increased population by about 1,000, which is still good progress in my opinion. And we beautified. We beautified a little bit with trees. And I'll take it. So let's go ahead and call this an episode. I have no idea what to call this episode, so I'll have to figure out a good name for it. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be the best that you can be in everything that you do. And I will see you guys on the next episode.